謝老師。
So， 早晨早晨 ，Good morning Good morning， 你好你好 ，OK OK right OK Thank you， Come on， Come on No sit all right OK。
Sound is really nice, right? A gentleman.
Oh, I mean, for the guy from the south, we feel very cold here. But the air is so fresh, very sweet. Yeah, I wanted to come here more because the air is really very good. Smell good and sweet, like all. Thank you very much. 谢谢所有的朋友今天到这边来。Thank you very much. Welcome everybody to be here because COVID is here. Thank you very much. Thank you. 谢谢。
I can still remember, seeing Simon performing a TV program called, I think it's called 风雲.
Yeah, 風雲.
風雲, many years ago when I was really, really young, of course.
Yeah, right. Also, like you say that is probably those ladies and your mom know me more than you, right?
Okay, I think Simon is still as fit as before, and more stylish, better looking than before, if not younger than before, right?
I'm lucky that I'm very energetic, like Hong Kong's people, right?
Yeah.
We are like a council in here, everybody's very energetic.
Yeah,
So we make everything is a bridge between the south and the west, so we can mix up together. So forgive me, my English is not that good, but sometimes I can speak a little bit English and some Mandarin and some Cantonese.
Hi, I'm Heather Kung, and I'm the Artistic Director at Real Asian. This year's centerpiece feature, Tales from the Dark Part 1, is an adaptation from best-selling author Lillian Lee's novel series. With a distinct Hong Kong style, the film brings together several familiar faces, including Tony Leung Ka-fai and Kelly Chen. Part 1 includes 3 stories about ghosts seeking retribution and are directed by Fruit Chan, Lee Chi Nai, and Simon Yam, of course. Award-winning actor Simon Yam makes his directorial debut with Stolen Body, a story about a little ghost and a poor man with a surprisingly socio-economic message. Driven mad as he struggles to make his rent, the man, played by Simon, plots a quick fix that involves stealing from the dead. Real Asian is thrilled to have Simon at our festival this year. For those who grew up watching Hong Kong films, Simon is no stranger. An internationally acclaimed actor who has starred in over 170 films in his career, including SPL, Election, The Thieves, Bodyguards and Assassins, and Ripples of Desire, which is our closing night film at Richmond Hill, directed by Zero Chow. This is going to be screening on November 16th at the Richmond Hill Center for Performing Arts. And Zero Chow will also be in attendance. We are so honored to have Simon at Real Asian, and we are so excited to hear him speak about his work.
Thank you, thank you.
I'm going to start us off today by asking a question of Simon, and I was hoping you could please tell us how this project came into being and why you chose this as your first film to direct.
As everybody knows that I add a lot of police, and I add a lot of gangsters movies in Hong Kong. But Vianney is one of the writers. She writes a lot of novels, a lot of ghost novels, and then they call me up to the, hey Simon, I watch you a lot of police story, I watch you a lot of gangster story. Do you have any chance that you need to chance yourself that you make a ghost movie? And I said, why not? Because ghost movies give me a lot of space to think about it. That's why, okay, I accept that. So Vivian, give me the script, but I say that I don't want the Korean types of scare. I don't like Japanese type of horror movies. I want to be like very human, touching ghost movie. We're talking about Hong Kong, very local Hong Kong. That's why, okay, Vivian, well, why not we make a story that's a very, very local Hong Kong ghost movie? Because in Hong Kong, like the ghost movies is very good icons in 80s, and the gangster movies and the police movies is 3 of the main icons movies in Hong Kong. So I say, okay, give me a challenge that make ghost movies, and then I direct by myself, and then I act by myself, I do bring one camera by myself, and then I join the script where we can go together. You say, okay, why not so? I just join it by myself. But I'm lucky that. So when the movies like come out last year, actually it's this year, and then a lot of good critics from Hong Kong, and a lot of Hong Kong's people to watch this movie, and they're very touching about ghost movies, of these movies, definitely too. So that I'm so happy that actually it's not success, not very success, but I still have the 进步空间, 进步的空间, that I still have to learn a lot, although this is my first movie, but I have another script for next ghost movie again. Probably I was writing a script by Vivian Lee, that the story is talking about like 3 a.m. in the morning when the police met a ghost. So probably this is for the next project in this year. And I'm happy to set I'm here because my career probably will support by the Hong Kong government because the Echo of the Rainbows, which is like 2 years ago, which is sponsored by Development Council of Hong Kong. So from here, I especially thank the government of Hong Kong that they make a lot of effort, elements, and support the Hong Kong's movies. Thank you.
Simon, I'm hoping you can talk to us a little bit about, as this is your first film as a director, you're also starring in the film. You could talk about some of the challenges that you might have come across in making the film.
Well, the challenge is horrible for me. It's like I normally wake up at 2 a.m. in the morning and then walking around in my garden, and my wife always complaining, why you wake up at 2 o'clock in the morning when you're not going to sleep? I say that I'm sorry, I need to think about how the angle is, how the darkness is for me, because I never make those movies before. So the past, before the shooting days, the 20 days, I always walk around in my garden at 2 a.m. in the garden, how to try to make myself, how to feel the atmosphere of darkness. It's horrible. My wife always said that, hey, come on, don't wake up at 2 a.m. I said, I'm sorry, because I need to think about that. Because I never make ghost movies before. I need to try to get involved for me to get into the atmosphere in darkness. That's why it's horrible. Well, I mean, maybe very nervous within that 20 days. But the shooting days is for the 8 days only. But it's quite smooth because everybody knows that I'm a photographer. I'm photography for like more than 25 years, and then I'm a painter also, and then I do a lot of artwork by myself. So that when on the set, everything goes smooth. And then I talk to all my good friends. So that's why I got only 8 days shooting. That's why I asked all my best friends to come here to shoot, like Lam Xun, like Maggie, like Lord England, because we knew each other for like more than 25 years. We were very, very good friends. But under one condition, I say that on set, I'm sorry, I'm not going to give you the script. That's why nobody has the script. Me too. Because everything is all in my mind. I say that, okay, I want you to act naturally. You don't expect the second shot how you do that. I want everything to be very natural. So just on set, when we are on set, just listen carefully what I want. Less or more. You walk over there and then you just feel the atmosphere is good enough. That's why everybody act very naturally. Actually, it's not acting. They feel very naturally and they don't have the expectation for the next. That's why I use this kind of like Johnny Doe's movies. No script. I learned from Johnny Doe. Because when I make Johnny Doe's movies, no script at all. That's why I use this kind of atmosphere to put it in my ghost movies. I'm sorry, nobody, even my cameraman, nobody knows what I'm going to do. I just on set and I put a camera here, okay, you just move over there, and feel, and that's all. And this is, I'm so lucky because all my good friends, they believe on me. I mean, when the actor or actress, they believe on the director, and that is good enough. And that's why I use that kind of method to tell all the guys, all the actor and actress, how we make films of this. It's quite good, when they come out and everybody say, hey, everybody's look very natural, and this is good. This is movie, no need to add. That means less is the best. Less is the best. That's why the movies come out quite smooth and everything. That okay, some of them are those. This is your first movie, but it seems not like it's your first movie. It seems like a very experienced director. I say that I'm so proud to get it, and I'm so thank you to all the cameramen and actors they do for me, and then thank you very much for all the actors and actresses.
It's very great. Thank you so much. That was one of my questions was how your experience as an actor has influenced your directing, and I think that really speaks to your direction and your vision. I was hoping you could speak a little bit more about the message behind the film and what the messages you're trying to get across with it.
Well, I try to make that. How to say? I don't know how to say in English. I don't know how to say the message for that is very important. That is talking about the love that the Long Ying-Wen and the Maggie. Because in Hong Kong we work very hard. We work like from 7 o'clock and then until 9 o'clock at night. We don't have much time to share or to spare time with your husband or wife or girlfriend. The story is talking about when you say that, oh, we got a lot of time tonight, but actually you don't have time for tonight. And then another one would suddenly disappear. We're talking about 珍惜對方, how to say? We try to say the times we need to go together.
Cherish.
Treasure or cherish? How to say it, please?
I think we cherish the time with each other, or treasure the time with each other. Treasure every moment we have with each other.
Yes, right. We try to say that the moment is very important because the atmosphere in Hong Kong, everybody need to work very hard. Start from the 7 o'clock and 9 o'clock because they need to make money for their houses. Because the inflation in Hong Kong, and then everything very expensive, and then they can't buy any houses, and then even what I say is, I love bread for the Hong Kong people is very important, bread. Before, we can go down the street and then we can easily go to the bread store to get the bread. But nowadays, because the rent is so expensive, you need to walk 15 minutes for the bread. So we try to talking about the situation in Hong Kong. Everything is inflation, and then the depreciation of Hong Kong dollars, and the renminbi is going up like 20%, and the Hong Kong dollar is going down, and then everything we're talking about how the poor people in Hong Kong they survive. Okay, actually, ghost is like human beings. Although we come from different equators, but actually we need a house for ourselves. Even a ghost. But in my movie, ghost movies, I'm sorry. Even you are a ghost, you are the poor ghost. I'm sorry, you don't have the house anymore. That is like the human beings. We need, okay, I mean for the Chinese people, we need a nice family, we need the house, and this is the safe house. We need a family. But in these movies, I'm sorry, when you are poor, even human beings, or even you are a ghost, when you are poor, I'm sorry, you can't afford to buy a house for yourself. We try to talking about the richest and the poorest in Hong Kong.
I was hoping you could also tell us about, as this is a 3-part film, Did you work with the other directors or speak with the other directors about?
Oh no, we are very independent. Even Fred Chan and even Li Qi, we are very independent. Anyway, we didn't see anything. Well, I just stood by myself, and then when the film actually come out, okay, it's totally different. So we are very, very independent, hand-free by myself.
I was also hoping you could talk a little bit more about the story that Lillian Lee wrote and what it was like interpreting these stories that were written for a novel for the screen, for a short film.
Well, although it's only like 40 minutes, but the manuscript is written by Vivian Lee. So I'm so lucky because the rest of the director, they write by themselves. But only my story line is written by Vivian Lee. But we have, of course, before we got a lot of talks, we want to make it like 2013. Nowadays, Hong Kong, how the poor people, they survive. This is the commitment of me and Vivian. We want to write, we want to say it in the ghost movies. But of course, ghost movies, of course the ghost is only the package. The real themes is how the poor people, they can survive. But I'm sorry, when you're poor, although you got energy, but you can't survive in Hong Kong. I mean, the structure of Hong Kong is changing. The structure of Hong Kong is changing. We don't have, how to say, we don't have industry in Hong Kong. We don't have, we got only the IT people. The IT people, only 5% of IT people, they make money. But the rest of them, because of the structure of Hong Kong, because of the inflation and a lot of elements that make the Hong Kong's poor people, that they can't survive. And I want to, through these movies, try to tell all the people, when you are poor, like myself, when I was young, I was poor, but you need to work hard by yourself. You need to work hard by yourself. Although I'm poor, like for my life, I was very poor when I was young. I need to survive by myself. I need to work hard, not getting any return. I want to try to, through this ghost movie, tell the people, when you are poor, but you got your fun, you have to keep on going.
Very inspirational. Very positive. Very inspirational.
Hello. Did you take any inspiration from films such as Chinese Ghost Story?
No, because the ghost movies we cannot get into China market. Really. That's why the Telegram type is only the Hong Kong, very locals, because we can't get into the China market. Though I didn't see anything.
佢想問你係咪倩女幽魂有冇 inspire 你
啊？
倩女幽魂。
哦，倩女幽魂。Oh, I'm sorry about that.其實佢冇didn't inspire me a lot.
Okay.
Yeah, didn't inspire me a lot. The most important thing inspired me a lot is the Hong Kong, the society nowadays in Hong Kong. How the poor people and the rich people, how they manner, like Lam Shit. You know, the fat guy, Lam Shit. He's a ghost, and then he's very rich. But they say, 好飽. I mean, I'm very full, but still eating. I'm very full, but still eating. This is most of the rich people, they do like that. In the world. When you're at the big company, they always make money from the poor family. I mean, for me, I try to say that, okay, you're rich enough, please share a little bit profits to those poor people.
My dad was so excited when he found out I was coming today. He's very familiar with you. But I have a question for you. Do you believe in ghosts?
I don't believe in ghosts. But I believe UFO. I believe possible is impossible. I believe impossible is possible. That's why for my life, I add a lot of police, I add a lot of gangster. I got a different kinds of angle to make the road impossible and possible, and possible to impossible. That means I will use another different kind of angle to face any kind of acting. But really, I believe UFO.
May I ask questions in Mandarin?
Yeah.
You talk about Hong Kong society for you care about society, and now what's happening in Hong Kong? 香港电视没有拿到他们的牌照。Lots of celebrities have been showing their support. They think it's very important for Hong Kong's, the freedom environment. What's your take on that?
其實我覺得有進步，有競爭先有進步嘅。咁你知我哋香港有無線啦，有亞視啦，咁而家有 Now 啦，而家又有有線啦。咁其實我係贊成咧多元化嘅。咁我係贊成香港係有3個，即係5個，即係多啲唔同嘅電視台，令到大家有唔同嘅進步，拍多啲好戲俾大家睇。
Thank you.
Thank you.
I have a question.
You have a question, or your mom have a question?
Where's my question? Yesterday we were talking and you told me that you shot your film in 8 days, which is quite impressive. So I'm curious whether you decided I only have 8 days to shoot my film, so you did everything possible to do in 8 days, or whether or not it just so happened that in 8 days you captured all of the footage that you needed for your film.
我係一個好有計劃嘅人。I need to have a well-planned person. That's why before the shooting days, before the shooting, the pre-production, I couldn't sleep for 20 days and now walk around in the garden for every day, wake up to it in the morning. So I can say that I can control everything under my control. That's why 8 days, just good enough for me. Of course, I want to ask for another 2 more days. But the producer said, no, Simon, 8 days. Every day, 8 days, 8 days. Every day remind me 8 days. Oh, this is the conflict between the director and the producer. The producer always save money. Always. But the director always spending money. But for Simon, I'm okay because I make a lot of films. I've been active for a lot of like 20, 200 movies. I know what is the budget. That's why I make only 8 days, which is under my control.
我想問咧，你拍呢套電影嘅時候，最困難嘅地方係邊一度咧？同埋你點樣去解決？
其實最困難嘅時候，點樣將一個人同鬼？點樣喺共同生存之下，點樣共同有共同嘅思想，其實呢個就係最困難嘅。因為大家我都唔知鬼嘅世界係點樣噶嘛。咁人嘅世界係點樣？但係咧，我今次用咗呢個人同鬼嘅世界喺呢一個角度入邊咧，係喺鬼戲入邊咧，其實創咗一個幾新嘅一種拍攝嘅方式，所以佢哋拍完你比如話佢哋睇完之後咧，其實幾滿意我呢種拍法，因為佢覺得，咦點解你會用呢個角度嘅？咁用個鬼戲嘅角度變咗一個好現實嘅電影，咁所以其實最困難嘅地方就係我點樣鏡頭我唔怕，演員我唔怕，但係最怕嘅就係我點樣可以喺個戲入邊表現到人同鬼。其實都要一齊揾自己嘅歸屬，呢樣嘢先至係最困難，因為大家有睇過我睡神偷啦，睡神偷我就成日掹住個屋頂話做人最緊要保住個頂。其實一個男人最大嘅責任，一個男人最大嘅責任，就要係為自己嘅家庭有一個家，呢個先最緊要。既然一個男人唔能夠為自己有一個幸福嘅家咧，其實係好辛苦一個男人嚟嘅。咁但係好可惜，全世界咧都好多朋友都係咁樣。 咁我希望，好似我上次喺瑞士都攞獎嘅時候咧，我曾經講過句説話，乜嘢都唔緊要，最緊要嘅就係自強不息。做人最緊要自己有生命力，自強不息就會揾到自己嘅安樂家。所以喺個戲入邊，其實人同鬼都係想揾到自己嘅好歸宿。Thank you。
可唔可以容許我再問多一次？
可以，問幾個都得。
係嗱，呢個角色其實係一個50幾歲嘅中年男士，冇嘢做，斬叉燒又唔得。係啊。地盤又唔容許佢嘅。
斬叉燒又冇叉燒食，起樓就冇樓住。
係咁其實之前華哥你不嬲做開都係一啲警察啦、刑仔啦、刑佬啦嘅角色啦。咁喺揣摩呢一個角色嘅時候，去瞓棺材房嘅。喺揣摩呢個角色嘅時候，有冇去過真係同呢住喺棺材房嘅一啲類似嘅朋友，佢哋傾過偈，去了解佢哋嘅個生活情況？
其實有嘅。其實喺拍戲之前，我去咗好多嗰啲我哋香港嗰啲咧，嗰啲叫做棺材房嗰啲地方，我亦都影咗好多相。其實我去到做咗好多 research 嘅，我係去到其實我唔係就去睇。其實我喺嗰度咧，其實我同佢了解，同佢傾偈嘅就係佢個心態係乜嘢。其實呢樣嘢先至係我最主要嘅目的。佢住棺材房唔緊要，我細路仔都係住棺材房。我細路仔200呎嘅地方都係6個人住。其實我自己都經歷過嘅細路仔嘅時候，但係我想了解佢而家嘅生活嘅狀況，佢個思想喺度諗緊乜嘢。呢樣嘢先至係我想最中意想要知道嘅嘢。咁所以其實喺拍戲之前，其實我做咗好多唔同嘅 research，去咗好多呢啲咁嘅劏房度咧，同佢哋傾咗好多偈。有啲就係新移民過嚟啦，咁亦都有啲係南亞裔嘅朋友啦，咁亦有啲係好似我呢個戲入邊嗰啲50幾歲啲市井大叔，亦都有。咁有啲好後生嘅20零歲。咁當然每個 age 嘅時候，佢哋有唔同嘅思想，我都其實問咗好多嘢。其實最解決最究竟最啱尾一個最大嘅原因就係因為香港嘅 inflation 實在係太犀利。佢哋就算係點勤力都好咧，其實都敵唔過啲 inflation， 一啲叫通貨膨脹，令到佢哋今時今日買個麵包同聽日買個麵包每一個價錢都唔同。呢樣嘢係佢哋最難預計到嘅一樣嘢。
點解會係黐脷根女嚟嘅咧？
黐脷根我就係橫掂都係鬼啦，鬼都係女嚟㗎啦。既然啲鬼都女嚟嘅，我特登等佢黐脷根，就好似唔清楚咁樣，即係其實企圖混亂下啲觀眾嘅。I'm sorry. Can you translate to them? I'm sorry, I think it's a little bit difficult for me to speak in English. I'm so sorry about that. The question that's asked, can anybody translate to them? I'm sorry. Sign my tip to her. The video tip.
So I was hoping you could tell us about your goals in the future. Now, thinking about your experience, your ghost film. Your goals or ghosts. Your goals in the future.
Okay,
as
well,
an artist,
yeah.
As a director, will you be directing again?
Yeah, right. Yeah, I still have making another movies in Beijing. It's called 3D 冰封俠. Yeah, we'll make another 3D movies in Beijing now, and afterwards we'll make another police movies in Hong Kong. And then in April I will make another SPL. I think you watched SPL before with Donnie Yen, and I will make part 2, which is a very exciting fighting police story, which we shoot in Bangkok. And then probably the end of the year, maybe 2015, because I still have another project is for the 3 a.m. when the police met a ghost, which is a 215 project. I'm still writing a script. I'm still looking for the girl who should be my girls in that film. Maybe I call my Chi. She's because she's very tall.
Do you have a dream project
Of course, my daughter always complaining me because my daughter is only like 9 years old. She haven't saw my any movies because my movies are police are very violent movies. So my daughter always say that, hey, Daddy, why don't you make comedy movies for me? I say that I'm sorry, I need to survive. I need to survive because everything is so expensive. So I need to survive. I promised my daughter I will make a short film for her, a comedy short film, like the mini films for internet. So probably I will make a mini film, a comedies for my daughter. It's like a comedies, a family, very energetic comedies movies, and then for my daughter and for my daughter's classmate. Yeah, I'm a good daddy. But I need to survive, that's why I need to make a police movie.
Why do you think police movies are so popular?
Well, because it's in Hong Kong, because only the bullets and the fighting can make everybody understand what it's talking about. Because we come from different languages, we come from different skills, but only kung fu movies, only action movies, and only police movies can make all the world around the people can join together. Like Hollywood movies, all the commercial movies, they have love, they have fighting, and they have noble cause, and then everything can make everybody can join together. But some local art films, we can't go for the world. That's why police movies is my first choice.
Can I ask you what your favorite movies are?
My favorite movie?
Yeah.
Oh, Godfather. Yes, I love Godfather, and I can say that I love another well, I admire a lot one of the directors from Spain, Almodovar.
Pedro Almodovar. Yeah,
Almodovar. I love all his movies. Very human. I love him so much. And a little bit like comedies, a lot of sexy, and a lot of impossible but possible. Yeah. You love that? Would you like the movies, The Godfather?
Yeah.
Oh.
Great choice.
Great choice, Godfather. Very commercial, but very human, very violent. I mean, the director, all his work, I love that. I hope that the Hong Kong, the council in here can invite Godfather's director to come with his movies.
Why don't we look and hear first?
Okay. Yeah.
In the middle. And on the right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.